Welcome to a holiday edition of the Rick Castellano Show. Folks, what better time of the year? New Year's, one of my favorite holidays, is right around the corner. And I got plenty of Great Granny's Diet Ginger Ale in stock ready. Folks, this is my favorite time of year, the holidays. Let me indulge. Merry Christmas, Happy Harmonica, and all the rest. Excuse me a second. Delicious. Look at, I'm thinking of having a new line of clothing coming out. What do you guys think?
It looks like it's a real shirt.
Fubo. I wonder what the heck it mean. I don't know what could, F-U-B-O.
For you, Barack Obama.
Something, but anyway. Then there's always the other one. Don't tread on me. Folks, I'm going to get into a serious subject now. Who knows? It's a holiday time here. I already want to say Merry Christmas, everybody. I believe in Christmas. But folks, holiday season isn't going to be so great for some people. Over in Connecticut, some madman, and when I say madman, went and killed and slaughtered 20 innocent children. Why? Because he's nuts. Castellano, why are you saying that? Because he is nuts, folks. Well, they say the kid was a genius. Real smart. As we get thicker and thicker into the matter and start understanding a little bit about this deranged individual, we find out that the mother told the babysitter, do not turn your back on him at all. But liberal mindset, well, why are you saying liberal mindset, Castellano? Are you trying to make everything partisan? Well, no. Mom is a school teacher. Does that mean all school teachers are liberal? Well, maybe. But no, they're not. She is a school teacher, and she has semi-automatic weaponry. I don't know what a female would have all these kind of weapons in the house, especially with a deranged individual like her son. Okay? Castellano, aren't you being a little mean? No, I'm not. Because it's enough. I had enough with this kumbaya. Like, everybody, well, special needs. You know what a special needs individual is? A special needs individual is, if somebody is born with Down syndrome or something, and they have special needs, that's special needs. If somebody's wants to kill and murder cats and do all kinds, it's not special needs. It's insane asylum type needs. Okay? They shouldn't be walking the streets. I don't want to see enough of this stuff. We got people in Rochester walking the streets, causing all kinds of havoc, but we got to treat everybody the same. Yeah, everybody should be treated the same. But if you're nuts, you're nuts. Get them off the streets. Start protecting the children. Start protecting the individuals. Not the special needs people that you call special needs. Special needs person to me is somebody lose an arm or leg. Somebody born, like I said, with Down syndrome. That's special needs. Special needs to me isn't a deranged individual you're allowed to walk the streets because the so-called doctor thinks that, well, you know, with special attention and special care, he could live a normal life. Okay, let him live a normal life in his household behind guarded gates. I don't want him walking the streets where he could harm my kid or other people's kids. We have a lot of mentally disturbed people. That Lochner, the guy that won shot up the other school, nuts. But you know what? Everybody find out he's nuts, but he's walking the streets. We got this goof, this Arab idiot over Major Hassan over there. Look at the Hassan's report. Oh, Americans deserve to die. This and that. Read on and on and on. And what happens? We promote them. Enough of this politically correctness. Okay? This should have never happened. Gun control. Okay, Castellano's going to probably get the NRA mad at me. Castellano's probably going to get a lot of liberals mad at me, but Castellano's going to give you his opinion. Should it be harder to get a semi-automatic weapon? Yeah. I think we should go through all the weapons checks, all the background checks, all the stuff, and make it hard to get one of these type weapons. But should nobody be able to get them? Well, folks, if you take them away from everybody, the bad guys are still going to get them. So I have a farm. I have a lot of land. I live 2-3 miles away from the closest precinct. Okay? There's a home invasion in my home. And I get 4 or 5 attackers, 6 attackers. You know, when they come, you could be well off. And they want to come and they want to take all my stuff. Or they want to harm my wife or my kid. What am I going to do? I got a 38? And they got automatic weapons. Then it's all right. I'm perfectly sound of mind. I want to protect my farm. I want to protect my land. I want to protect my family. They, on the other hand, they got these automatic weapons and these assault rifles and stuff like that. So what am I going to shoot? Use a pea shooter to try to defend my family? So there's a time and a place for weaponry. Well, I could see my mom saying this, and Mom, no disrespect. Well, can't they just take all the weapons off the street? Sounds great, folks. It just ain't going to happen. The bad guys aren't going to give them up. The bad guys are going to have them. Look at Chicago, Barack Obama's hometown. It's hard to have a weapon in Chicago. Very, very hard. You have to be a police officer to have a weapon unless you're a bad guy. Then they're readily available. But the normal person on the street doesn't have a gun. And you know what happens? The crime rate is astronomical. You know what the police have to use? They have to use assault rifles. You know why? Because the bad guys got assault rifles. The bad guys, the kids, the hoodlums on the streets. So, well, we'll just take them all. What are you going to do? You're going to hypnotize people and go, you know what? I heard that thing. I saw the fake tear that Barack Obama had. He had a tear in his eye because he felt bad. He don't feel bad. If he felt so bad, he wouldn't have let that Fast and Furious operation go on. You remember? Let's not waste a tragedy. Barack Obama's favorite Saul Alinsky buddy, don't waste a tragedy. So, I don't really like the gun laws. I don't want guns off the streets. You know, even though the bad guys aren't going to give them up. Let me do the kumbaya type thing. I don't like the guns. So, we'll have a bunch of guns. We'll sell them, and they'll disappear to Mexico, and we'll lose trace of them. And then when they come back in the United States, we'll show you how bad it is that these evil weapons are coming back, and people are getting shot with them, and then I can be able to push my gun law. Well, you didn't have to do it this time. You got caught with your pants down last time. But you know what? Let it blow over. Little kids died this time. What better cause can I use? Do I like little kids getting killed? I hate it. I hate it. But don't use a tragedy to push your agenda. Don't use a tragedy to push your agenda. This insect belongs. Look, if he lived, they should have executed him. I don't care. I don't care. He's an insect. He shot his own mom. What kind of normal person would kill their own mother? Okay? Shot his mom and stole their weapons. And what kind of mom has assault rifles? School teacher has assault rifles. Something's not right here. We'll probably find more out about it. But anyway, I think gun laws should be a little harder to get certain weapons, but I think there's a time and a place for certain weapons. And I know I'm not dumb enough to know that there's a million of them out there, and it shouldn't only be in the bad guys' hands. Now, do I think there should be some changes? Yes. Let's use our brains. Let's not use these phony tears off of Dumbo or Pinocchio, whatever one you want to hear, because he don't care. Look, the reason why this is the way it is, you take God out of school. You take the 10 Commandments out of school. You take everything's relative. Everything's relative. There's no right and wrong. There is a right and wrong. And God makes the rules, not you, President Obama. Oh, I woke up one day and I believe in God. I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian. But you know what? Homosexuality is okay right now because I woke up and I said so. I don't care what you think. I want to hear an honest debate. I want to hear some of the best minds. I want people honest. I don't want just the liberal mindset. I don't want the conservative mindset. I want people to sit there and discuss it and come up with some solid solutions. Not, hey, there's a tragedy. Hey, we got a tragedy here, so now I can push my agenda. No. let's really, really do something this time. Let's all get together and come up with a solid, real solution to the problem. Because this is a problem, folks. I don't want to get myself all depressed. Yeah, we got to do something about these gun law. We got to do something right. We got to make an honest, educated decision with everyone, where everybody could agree to. But you know what? Let's get back to the festive mood. We're going to Westwood's Traders. We got a special guest tonight, Anna. Folks, it's Black Rose of the Week time again. You know what? People say this is one of their favorite segments. Well, it's not one of my favorite segments, but I enjoy getting even. Now, we're talking about Benghazi. Hillary Clinton is supposed to speak and say what the Secretary of State did, and all this time, and all these lies, and we got to hear Jerry J. Kearney around here. Obama didn't know about it. Carol Crawford, Cindy Crawford, Mary Crawford, whatever her name was, a goof that did the moderator. Anyway, she fell. Humpty Dumpty fell on her head and broke her nose, whatever she did. So she got to send somebody else over there to go speak for her at Benghazi. So Hillary Clinton, I don't know where you get those hairstyles from. I don't know what you use, dippity-doo, whatever you use on your hair, but you look like a rag. I need to tell you what, say some people, they get older, they cut it short. You're letting your hair grow out longer, like Sea Hag from the old Popeye cartoons. Anyway, that must be your cologne or perfume. No, cologne in your case. I think you look more like Lenny Dykstra every day. Hillary, what am I doing? Just picking it. People love you. I don't. Speaking of which, a lot of people do love Scarlett Johansson. Now, Scarlett's a mere 28 years old, and she's suffering from a celebrity cellulite. I say it couldn't happen to a nicer person. Scarlett, very, very, very liberal mindset. She. Why did he got exercise for? Why do you exercise? I'm in great shape. I'm looking. In 2006, she was voted one of the sexiest women in the world. Well, you're 28 now, and you got Roquefort and cottage cheese all over your legs. And I don't know if you're going to be in Avengers 2, but Natasha Romanoff there from the Avengers, she is supposed to be in great shape. Top. At 28, you should be in top physical condition. You shouldn't have that blue bathing suit. It looks like blue cheese. All right, that's two people, and then let's go back in time to one of my favorite stars, Britney. I just spit out another kid, Spears. I'm down to 8 packs of cigarettes a day, and guess what, folks? When I'm doing the voice, I have a tendency to bite my nails. Well, because when you're not throwing down cheeseburgers down your big throat, you're biting your fingernails. You tried everything. You glue fake nails on there. You chew gum. You've been down to, some people smoke 2 or 3 cartons a day. Well, you're down to 20 or 30 packs of a chewing gum every day just so you don't bite your nails. They're bleeding stumps. Folks, watch The Voice. Take a look and watch this girl chew on her fingers. Boy, good thing. I'd hate to be the guy having sex with her. No wonder why that guy dumped her. What's his name? Justin Timberlake or something? He's a dater? No wonder why. Anyway, Hillary Clinton, Scarlett Johansson, Britney Spears. This Black Rose is for you. Wait a second. I'm leaving somebody out. This is the end of 2012. How could I leave out one of my favorites? Old Arms herself. Michelle, did you ever see the size of my ass, Obama? All right. Let's hold back a second. Let me refrain. Let me get my composure, because I always get whacked for this, but I'm gonna pull myself back a couple steps, take a swig. I'm gonna explain myself once and for all. I'm gonna make it quick. Some women say Michelle Obama is so beautiful. She's the prettiest first lady ever. Bull. Not even close. Not even close. Some people say, Rick, how could you pick on her? I'm only picking on her. A girl puts on a couple extra pounds or a girl's heavy, I'm not going to make fun of her. But when she wants Miss Fitness herself, wants to tell the world what to do like she's in good shape, she's not in good shape. She's in terrible shape. She got eating habits of a sow. That's how she eats. She eats terribly. But she wants to tell me how to eat. She wants to tell restaurants what size portions to eat. Look, she can't even get her husband to stop smoking 2 or 3 cartons a day. Okay? She's in terrible shape and she eats terribly. And she's got the mindset that you just say good things and that means it's good things. You got to have accomplishments. Okay. People aren't eating your broccoli, Michelle. So what I'm trying to tell you is you're a phony. Your garden. We haven't heard about your garden lately. You know, how does your garden grow? Well, I'll tell you what. If you had a garden, you'd eat everything in there because all you do is eat. You got word is in the White House that 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, this is Michelle Obama. Yeah, I would like a pig knuckle sandwich here with extra fries and hot sauce and hickory nuts. You got poor eating habits. You trying to tell America what to do. Be a good example. When you're a good example, and I see you actually getting off them fat butt of yours and jogging a couple miles instead of seeing you on Nickelodeon, dancing there, shaking around, showing your arms, I want the photographers to really show what they do. Look, if you guys pay attention, watch her get off Air Force One. They always show her from the waist up. If they show her from the waist down, I don't care. We got Versace, whatever kind of people make your dresses, they got to spend a ton of money because Omar the tent maker makes a thing from the waist down. Folks, you're watching the Rick Castellano show? Who knows? It's time for my contract. It expires in the next couple of weeks. Will I renew? It's a good question. Only I know. All right, I might have been a little harsh on Michelle. I'm sorry, but I don't want anybody telling me what to eat, okay? Unless they're in better shape than me, and she isn't. Okay. Speaking of this race crap, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Susan Rice, that lied to the United States about Benghazi, in case most of the general public didn't even understand what she did. They knew that we were hit by terrorists on 9/11. On 9/11. Okay, the anniversary of the date, 2001, when they blew up the World Trade Center. Terrorist attack again, but the president knew it would have hurt him in the polls because we had an election going on, so they said it was because of a dumb video that some idiot made in Florida or California, whatever. Anyway, she knew it was a terrorist attack, but she said it was an uprising because of some video. It wasn't. It was a lie. Okay, so why does Castellano not want her? Because she lied. Why do most people not want her? Because she lied. Nothing to do about race. Look, if it was about race, one of the best conservative women I know, Condoleezza Rice, black. Used to be so-called conservative, Colin Powell, black. Okay, voted. President Obama couldn't be elected president unless white people voted for him because the black population is only 12%. So if every single black person in the United States voted for President Obama, he wouldn't have won. He needed the white vote also to win. So I don't want to hear this race stuff. Well, because of the race. I don't believe in his politics. You know, if it was Herman Cain, I'd vote for him in a second. In a second. I love Herman Cain's politics. I don't like Obama's politics because you know what? Obama doesn't care about kids. Obama cares about playing basketball, smoking Lucky Strikes, doing drugs, whatever he wants to do, but he doesn't. Playing golf, but he doesn't care about anything else. Okay? He believes in abortion a la carte, and he believes in, well, he doesn't believe in homosexuality. He believes in man and woman, woman and man, woman and woman, whatever, dog and cat. He changes his mind daily. But I don't agree with his politics. So that's why I don't like Obama. It's not that I don't like Obama because he's half black. Half black. For you goofs, keep on saying you don't like him because he's a black man. He's half white too. How many times I got to repeat myself? He's half white too. No, it's because I don't like him because of what his politics are. If he believed in the same thing I did, I'd love him. Okay? Folks, they were just talking about it today because Adrian Peterson is going to break the record. Okay? The total yardage record. I used to love O.J. Simpson too. Why don't I love O.J. anymore? because he murdered two people and lied about it. And then when he got time to almost get the death penalty, when he almost got convicted the first time, he had Louis Farrakhan and his goofs with the bow ties there, and all of a sudden he's black now, and now he don't care about white people anymore.